store is in Austin that don't want to go to the big box stores?
Well, you know, we're the local True Value franchise here in Austin, and we're at Spicewood Springs Road and 183 in Northwest Austin, and we have a hardware store, and we make screens, and we sell Alex Jones videos, and do a little bit of locksmithing, and do all kinds of things.
You even sell guns.
We even...
oh, God, a rabble slave with a weapon. Disarm him. Get the guards. Disarm him immediately. Whereas one of the slaves has a weapon. Raise the alarm. Raise it. Oh, good Lord.
The problem with the selling of guns right now, Alex, is they're awful hard to get right now.
But the rabble, you can't have the slaves, the serfs having weapons.
Barack the Quack has made everyone want to buy guns. He's been really good for the gun industry.
Lord Obama is a sensible individual. Total disarmament of the civilian population under the UNIDEA in 2001 July 7th agreement to disarm all civilians for a power monopoly of the state under UN law is the only sensible system if we're going to carry out eugenics against these slaves. They're rabble scum. They need to be euthanized immediately. And how dare them not want to be slaves? How dare them not want to be in inner city reservations? How dare them not submit to us and our divine will? We're geniuses.
And what Alex just said is actually factual. It was Christoph Karl and Patricia Lewis, UNIDEA 2000, in a paper they put out called Disarming, Taking this Military-Style Weapons Away from Civilians. Everything he just joked about right now is actually documented in fact.
Of course we must take all your firearms.
Including the semi-automatic.
How are we going to re-educate you to accept being euthanized if we don't...
According to Obama and his people, the right of the people to keep and bear flintlocks shall not be infringed.
The founding fathers that you've seen in our FEMA training videos to police in Kansas City were terrorists against the crown. The Second Amendment is a vicious crime.
Absolutely.
I have a comment here.
How dare you? I will disarm you immediately. That man there laughing, seize him. He has been rude to a lordship. Mike, would you like to do an English imitation?
No, but I did have a comment here. There's one positive thing about a flintlock, and that is you learn how to place your shots, and you don't waste any ammo. And don't diss the muzzle loaders, because we don't have paperwork following our guns around, and once you learn how to place that shot, those old rifles can be very, very accurate at a distance.
By the way, they have bills in it. Well, that's why I was trained on a single-shot 22, because you load it each time, and I mean, literally, I could shoot a bullseye at 200 yards with that when I was a little kid.
Well, you know, the Supreme Court back in '39 said that if the weapons that were really protected by the Second Amendment were the type in common use at the time by the military, and it just so happens that during the time of the Revolution that the civilians, the militiamen, had better rifles than the regular army. They had rifles, and the regular army
had the long rifles,
smoothbore muskets.
Yeah,
the brown vests couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
How dare you speak badly of the gracious imperial forces of King George III?
I'm sorry,
as he put down that disgusting rebellion by these uppity slaves.
Pardon me, I'm just trying to do a little historical context here, Alex. That's all. The militiamen had better rifles than the regular army. So
they were disgusting, wild, savage heathens. And we went forward to confiscate their firearms, and they dare fire back at us.
Yes, what's it the movie said? Was it in the Patriot? These rustics are so inept.
Yes.
Yeah, and the rustics won.
Yes, the rustics won, definitely, because they learned how to place their shots.
Now we put fluoride in their water. That teaches them. I'm sorry, Mr. Rivero. Go ahead.
Well, listen, you don't have to worry about fluoride in the water if you're drinking beer all the time.